Kansas City. Good afternoon, Terrence. We are back. Can we say champions? They did it. It ain't like I had any doubt or anything like that. I knew they would get the job done, and they did. So, hats off to my team, Kansas City. They got the job done. That's pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. I'm sure Andy Reid should be coach of the year. Seriously. Back in the Super Bowl, indeed. I am beyond ecstatic. It's amazing for. I mean, they accomplished a lot. They overcame a lot. For some of us fans, we looked at this as our rebuild year. And to see things unfold the way they unfolded, it's amazing. So let's get into it. Like I said, we're back. This is KC Sports Show. I am live and direct from the IE Sports Radio studios on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. I am your man, Bishop. Oh, man, so much has happened. I'm just happy that Mahomes finally got the monkey off his back. Like I said. Oh, that Cincinnati mayor. I think he know his role now. That's for sure, Terry. I think he know his role, and he's gonna shut his mouth. So we're gonna get into the Chiefs and my guy. Like I said, I called him one peg leg Mahomes. That's what we go call him. He took down the Cincinnati Bengals. Excuse me, on one leg, technically. And of course, it was teamwork. Teamwork make the dream work. Big up to Frank Clark. Chris Jones finally got his postseason career sacks with an S because it was plural. 2. And if you're listening to the show last week, did I not say Chris Jones was going to get 2 sacks? I believe I said that. I believe so. Now, I did make a mistake on the last week's show. I said Chris Jones was going to retire, and that was a mistake. I did not mean Chris Jones. I think I was just caught up in a little bit of excitement. I meant Frank Clark. I think this is going to be Frank Clark last season. I will be shocked if he comes back next season. Also, I'm a little upset at myself because everyone is running around talking about the Kelsey's Bowl. I've been saying Kelsey Bowl since about week 5. I should have trademarked that. Talk about missed opportunities out here. So, let's see here what we got. What we got in the old. There was some really good high school basketball games going around town over the weekend. And They were really, really close. They were really good, really, really close. On the boys varsity side, you had Blue Valley Northwest visit Lee Summit North. Man, they came in and they put them boys down. Blue Valley Northwest walked out of there with the 50 dub, with the 50 burger. They dropped 50 on Lee Summit North. Now, Lee Summit North High School, Lee Summit North Broncos, Lee Summit North is a very, very well-known high school within the metropolitan area. They have an excellent football team. Excellent football team. Basketball team so far, not so much. They only, when they went up against Blue Valley Northwest, like I said, Blue Valley Northwest dropped a 50 burger on them. Lee Summit North can only muster up 30 points. Ouch. Ouch. I couldn't believe it. Southeast Knights, they went into the house of Central Blue Eagles. They tried to hang on, but they couldn't. Southeast Knights only put up 59 points. Central Blue Eagles, they dropped 67. They dropped 67. That's what's up. That's what's up. On the girls' side of things, Blue Valley North Mustangs, they rolled into the territorial Lee Summit West Titans. Woo! Blue Valley, woo! They put 79 on the board against Lee Summit West Titans, who only put up 50. That was a good game, but oh my gosh! Round of applause for Blue Valley North Mustangs. And that's the girls team. So, man, them girls out there hooping. Baser Bobcats, they went up against Lincoln Prep, and these are girls team as well. Man, this was a nail biter. Everyone was on the edge of their seats. The Baser Bobcats put up 52. Lincoln Prep put up 59. That was a close game. Real good game. That was one of the best games, I think, because it was so nice. It was good. Summit Christian Academy, they tried to take on Van Horn, which is in Independence. Summit Christian Academy is a Lee Summit private school. They rode into Van Horn and they put up a fight. 56. They dropped 56, but Van Horn, they edged them out at 62. So, round of applause for Van Horn. They hung on. Bishop Miege, they put up 49 against Raytown Blue Jays. That's the girls team, and Raytown edged them out 52. 49-52. That was another nail biter. That was another really good game. That was another one. One more for the girls teams. High school basketball. The Blue Valley Tigers. They pulled up on the Truman Patriots. They put up 47. Patriots, they just put the pedal to the metal and went on ahead and dusted them off with 58. So that was another good game also. I'm telling y'all, man, these girls out here are hooping. Those games are starting to, their games, women in sports should definitely be noticed more and more. They should be put, bring the women and girls sports up, because women and girls, not to sound redundant, but they play just as hard as the guys do, and those games be just as good. So, when they play, they should be noticed a lot more also. So round of applause for all the girls and women who decide to jump into sports. KC Comets, they did good. They did good. They played the St. Louis Ambush Friday or Saturday. It was a Saturday game. Kansas City rolled up on St. Louis, took care of business, edged them out 6-5. 6-5. Give it up. That's Arena League soccer. I went to see KC Comets once, and I really should go back because they really put on a pretty good show for Arena League soccer. It's really good, really good. Real quick before I jump and dote on Mahomes and company, let's talk about Tom Brady. That man, he is the GOAT. There's no debate in that. For a long time, I disliked Tom Brady, and I really didn't have a valid reason. I think it was because of all the scandal that was going on during his QB tenure in New England. But you know what? As I sit back and think about it, it really wasn't Brady. I think it was more Belichick than anything. So, round of applause for Brady. I guess he's finally retiring. I guess, question mark. We don't know. Hell, Jason Voorhees died probably 11 million times, and he came back. So, I don't know. We may have seen the last of Brady. We may not. I don't know. We'll see. But big ups to Brady. He is the GOAT. Can't debate. You really can't, say too much bad about what he done, what he's accomplished. He's accomplished a lot. 7 rings, I believe it's 7. Yeah, 7 rings. He has the numbers. Numbers don't lie. Stats don't lie. He did the smart thing. He got away from Belichick and showed the world that, hey, I can do it without him. I don't need Belichick. So, big ups to Brady. Mahomes is next. I don't care what no one says. He got the numbers. He's putting up the numbers. There's some good quarterbacks that's coming. I know. We'll be waiting for him. So, like I said, I think Tom Brady was just. I think what really took so long for him to retire indefinitely, if you ever seen the show Ghost Whisper with Alyssa Milano, yeah, she's a pretty hot cookie. Yeah. All right, that was corny, but y'all get it. That was corny. She is pretty hot cookie though. So, if you ever seen the show Ghost Whisper with Alyssa Milano, and she went around that little town, and she helped ghosts, I guess you could say, cross over to the afterlife. I think that's kind of what Tom Brady's situation was. It's not that he just didn't know anything other than football. It's just that he needed someone to help him cross over. And unfortunately, it came at the hands, or what looks like the hands, of the Dallas Cowboys. Can you believe that? Out of all teams, your last loss, which was a pretty bad one, came from the hands of Dak Prescott. I mean, my father-in-law was a Cowboys fan. God, rest in peace to him. So I'm not gonna, talk crazy about the Cowboys, but it's the Cowboys, a.k.a. every year, this is our year. We them boys. But yeah, so, man, I guess Dak is the Tom Brady whisperer. So he helped Brady cross over and into the afterlife of football. So I guess that deserves a round of applause. But yeah, so congratulations, Tom Brady, on your second retirement. No, please don't come back. There's really nothing left for you to prove, and your mechanics and stuff. It just, they seemed off. Like you really, really were like he was really stiff. So please don't come back. All right, we're gonna take a quick break, real quick, and when we come back, we're gonna talk about the real big dogs of the AFC, Kansas City Chiefs. We'll be right back.
What's happening, sports fans? Are you a fan of Southern California sports? Are you looking for a show hotter than a hot summer day in California? Then look no further than the SoCal Supreme Sports Show, where I talk about all things Southern California sports. That's right, all sports teams from Southern California. From the hard-hitting tackles of the NFL, to the killer crossovers and big three-pointers of the NBA and WNBA, to the grand slams of the MLB, to the bone-chilling goals of the NHL, and to the booming kicks of the MLS. The SoCal Supreme Sports Show has it all for you. Oh, and let us not forget about the college sports as well. So join me, Taryn Rodriguez, every week here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports.
What is going on, everybody? My name is Harrison Glazer, and we're coming at you from the Show That Never Sleeps podcast. I cover the Jets, the Islanders, the Nets, and the Yankees.
This is Pierre Moss, and I cover the Mets, Knicks, Rangers, and the Giants.
Our show is live every Wednesday through Spreaker and a bunch of other ways to get our content. Again, we're the Show That Never Sleeps podcast. We talk about all those New York sports. It's a lot of fun. We get into all of it. Please tune in. Again, that's Wednesdays at 6 p.m.
And we look forward to having you guys right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports.
Some say that Indiana is just a flyover state. Flatlands and cornfields, barns and country roads. What if I told you Indiana is the crossroads of America? What if I told you in all other states, basketball is just basketball? In Indiana, basketball is life. Crowded high school basketball gyms on a Friday night, and every barn with a basketball rim and a frayed, worn-out net. If you're interested in the heartbeat of America, and if you're interested in sports, if you have Hoosier running through your veins, the Crossroads Pod with Aaron X is made for you. Powered by IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. Each and every week, the Crossroad Pod covers all of Indiana sports. The pride of the horseshoe of the Indianapolis Colts. The blue-collar, bold swagger of the Indiana Pacers. The relentless pursuit of the sixth banner for the Indiana Hoosiers. The swing of the hammer of the Purdue Boilermakers. The swoop of the Cardinals of Ball State. The summoning of the echoes of the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. The growl of the Bulldogs of Butler. The intensity of an Indiana fever, the chop of the Indianapolis Indians. At the Crossroads Pod, if it is Indiana, we've got you covered. More than cornfields, more than country back roads, the crossroads of America. Join me, Aaron X, every week. It's nothing but net.
We're back. The Lamar Hunt Trophy is back, ladies and gentlemen. Feels awesome. So I'm excited for the Super Bowl. A lot of people think it's going to be a high scoring game. So far, I highly doubt that it will be. I think it's going to be probably like a mid-range game. Most Super Bowls have been boring for the most part. I really think it's gonna be a low mid-range type game, maybe like a 24, 27, 21-ish type game is what I'm feeling right now. I don't think they get above. I don't think they hit 30. I don't think so. But let's dive real quick into what we saw Sunday. First off, the Bengals, they played really well for the most part. They played really well. I mean, the Chiefs dominated the first half, but the Bengals, they played well. I feel like they had a chance to put it away because it was definitely giving last season AFC game. It was definitely giving when we faced them in regular season a few weeks back. It was giving that feel like we may not have enough gas in the tank to push through. Especially with all our receivers going down. Key players on defense went down. And then again, my guy Peg Leg Mahomes hopping around. So it was definitely giving that feeling. I'm glad we pulled through. I'm glad they did not stop fighting. So that's a plus. I got all these notifications popping up here. For some reason today, I want to get all these notifications, and the MacBook all of a sudden wants to update. Well, it's going to have to wait. It's going to have to know its role and shut its mouth. All that dinging in my ear. But um, like I said, my man Chris Jones, Stone Cold Jones, picked up his 2 sacks. I called it. Go back and listen to the podcast from last week. It's there. It is there. I called it. Me and the missus, we stepped out to our little bar and grill, and one of the patrons came and talked to us. He was really nervous about the game, and he asked me what did I think was going to happen. Same thing I said on the podcast. Chris Jones, 2 sacks, Chiefs with the dub. He was like, I hope you're right. And at the end of the night, he said, actually mid-game, after Chris Jones got his 2 sacks, he said, man, I'm glad I came and talked to you, man, because now I feel a lot better. Hey, the universe, it was speaking through me that day. I'm just saying. And I let it say what it said. So, right now, Sunday, February 5th, 2:27 p.m. Central Standard Time. That's the time frame I'm on. Frank Clark, the real 5-5, not offsides, as they say. The Shark, Frank Clark, will, on February 12th, record 3 sacks that game in the Super Bowl against Philadelphia Eagles and Jalen Hurts. Frank Clark is going to record 3 sacks. The Chiefs will get the win. Frank Clark is a Hall of Famer, and he will retire, unfortunately. I like Frank Clark. I think Frank Clark is one of the realest players on the team, personality-wise. The way he walked up and stabbed that flag into the ground after that victorious win over the Cincinnati Bengals, man, that was beautiful. I almost got a little choked up because I think I knew, like, you can kind of sense when something is about to change. You know how they say the winds of change is blowing. Well, it wasn't no wind because I was indoors, but I definitely felt his emotion. He's been playing with a lot of emotion this year, and usually when that happens, we close to the end. So, man, I kind of want him to come back next year for at least one more, but the way he was talking about Andy Reid is such a father figure to him, and how hard he worked during the off season, and the way Andy Reid doted on Frank Clark and was saying how he's very well pleased with all the hard work Frank Clark has been putting in during the off season. He lost all that weight. He cut back on his alcohol consumption, and I think he switched up his diet or his nutritional diet, and he's been playing like a man on a mission. A man on a mission. So let's see here. Terrence said the Chiefs did it. They're back in the Super Bowl. I don't know how with the hobble Mahomes, but what a win. Hey, I'm going to tell you how. Magic. I'm going to tell you what he did. Mahomes, from what I was told, Mahomes did not get any injections. No cortisone shots, nothing. So what I believe, or what I like to believe, is that they wrapped him up good. He went to the local Hy-Vee grocery store, bought a box of Mahomes Crunch, had that for breakfast, lunch, dinner, then breakfast again. They took the leftover Mahomes Crunch, put some kind of, they got a witch doctor, put it in some gauze, melted it, and they used it like some kind of compression and wrapped it around it. All right, I sound a little crazy, but you get it. It was Mahomes magic. He sprinkled a little bit of that magic over the stadium, over the GEHA field at Arrowhead. That's right, Arrowhead. Say it with me. Because for some reason, the beautiful people of Cincinnati, I think they forgot there's a letter A in the alphabet. And they were running around calling it Burrowhead. And I'm like, you guys are missing a few letters in the alphabet. Y'all done skipped over some stuff. It's Arrowhead. The letter A comes first. Apple. Come on now. We all went to grade school. What? We all had what? 6 years of elementary school? Oh, am I the only one? Oh, okay. Whatever. So Frank Clark going to record 3 sacks, Hall of Fame, done. Give him his crown, done. Super Bowl champ, done. Mahomes is going to walk away with a second ring. He is already the MVP. He's been crowned the NFL on Fox MVP. All right, so if y'all hear all that dinging, like I can hear, that's my wife. It's the computer's telling on her, because the notifications keep saying your order has been accepted. So someone's out here spending money. So anyway, Mahomes MVP. He, like I said, Fox, NFL on Fox Sports. They just crowned him MVP. He's gonna be. I don't think he get MVP Super Bowl. I guarantee. Oh, so Kelsey is gonna be. Oh, you guys want to know which Kelsey? All right, Kelsey is gonna be Super Bowl MVP. Which Kelsey? Which Kelsey? Which Kelsey's going to be MVP? The Kelsey that catch or that will have 3 touchdown catches in the Super Bowl will be MVP. Now, mind you, I said the score is going to be probably 24-27. So that means three touchdowns called by Kelsey, and everything else is going to be field goals. Jalen Hurts is probably going to rush for one. Miles Sanders is going to pick up one because they're going to do it all on the ground. And then they're going to probably kick 2 field goals as well. And that's going to be the deciding factor right there. Guaranteed. So Kelsey will be Super Bowl MVP, and like I said, the Kelsey that's gonna be is the one that's gonna catch 3 touchdowns. I guarantee. The Eagles' defense is pretty good, especially their pass rush. Their defensive line is very good. But if anyone noticed, or has anyone noticed, that so far there's been, let's see, the Eagles, San Francisco. That's right, Taryn. Travis. Bingo. Get that man the prize. So you got Eagles, San Francisco, who else have we played? The Bengals, Chargers. I feel like they said the Titans as well, so we'll count them. That's number 5. I feel like there so far has been 5 number 1 defense teams in the league this year, according to some of the sports analysts and social media analysts on sports. I've heard San Francisco was the number 1 defense. Now I'm hearing the Eagles have the number 1 defense. I've heard the Bengals had the number 1 defense. Oh, I heard the Bills had the number 1 defense. My goodness, how many number 1 defenses is there? Sheesh. So apparently the Chiefs are going up against the number 1 defense again. So let's see how this. What do y'all think out there? Taryn, what do you think? Marcus, what do you think? Who do y'all think, or what do y'all think the score will be in a Super Bowl? I'm curious to know. Do you think the Chiefs can pull it out over the Eagles? Like I said, I feel like the Eagles secondary might be a little questionable. I know we got a lot of rookies. Well, they ain't rookies no more. They AFC champs. They no longer rookies. Man, my, how fast time fly. I swear they were just babies entering in the league. And now they're AFC champs. They're no longer rookies. I agree. The Chargers defense is not number 1. I was just saying I think they were. It seemed like every time the Chiefs played a team, those sports analysts nuts were they were calling that team the number 1 defense. So in the beginning of the season, when we played the Chargers, they were calling them number 1 defense, and I'm like, this is absurd. Agree. If the Chiefs can win the battle in the trenches, we will beat the Eagles. Same thing with the Bengals. We won the battle in the trenches. I think I said that on the podcast last week. It's going to come down to a battle in the trenches. If we can get pressure on Jalen Hurts, it's a wrap. If we can contain Hurts and slow down that RPO run pass option that they got, I mean, they're a 3-headed monster in the backfield, and it's a little scary. Then it's a done deal. I didn't get a chance to see hold on. I'm dropping graham crackers all over the place. I think I'm gonna get beat. My wife's gonna kill me. I didn't get a chance to see like the Pro Bowl skills challenge, but I heard And this is what I heard. I didn't get to see it with my own eyes, so please don't take my word. Don't quote me. But I've heard, and I'm even shocked to say it, I heard Derek Carr lit it up. Is that true? Did Derek Carr have a field day at the Pro Bowl Skills Challenge? I gotta find video of that somewhere. I don't know. I don't know how true that is. So I have a coworker, and he's supposedly a Chiefs fan, but he likes to get under my skin sometimes by saying little crazy stuff. So at the beginning of the season, when the Broncos picked when they traded off the Magic Beans, or traded off all their picks for Magic Beans and Russell Wilson, the coworker was like, "Oh man, the Chiefs might be in trouble because here come Russell Wilson. Didn't you see what Russell Wilson did in the Pro Bowl Skills Challenge? Man, the accuracy on Russell Wilson." This is him talking to me. And so I'm just looking at him like, you do realize they're standing still while no one is trying to pile drive them into the turf or grass, right? So of course he looks accurate. Hell, I'm accurate standing still. I can hit something. So as the season went on, he quickly realized that I was correct. Russell Wilson didn't look so accurate once people were charging after him. So right now, I say all this because right now everyone is Google Gaga over Derek Carr. So my question is, did Derek Carr look good during the Pro Bowl Skills Challenge? Because I did not see it. Exactly, Taryn. Exactly. It's just a skill challenge. It is not an actual game. So, yes, he did probably look good, and I do want to see it. But the media is going nuts over this stuff. And so I guess they asked him something about a team, the Raiders, and he responded with a sly comment, which everyone thought was just so hilarious. I don't know what team Derek Carr is going to end up on, but I think he might be okay somewhere. Like I said, I think it just needs a change of scenery. It's time to break up with that girlfriend, move on. But congratulations to him. You know, he's relevant again, apparently. So Isaiah Pacheco, my guy, number 10. Let's go on back to the champs. My guy, man, that guy runs with a purpose. He runs with some anger and rage behind him. Like the ground takes a pounding every time that kid runs. I'm almost like, man, I think he can be a lot faster than he is if he stopped trying to put a hurting on the ground and move on cat's feet. But man, so he did excellent in the AFC Championship game, but let's shift gears just a little bit. We're gonna come back to Pacheco a little bit because, like I said, the guy runs with a purpose, and his story is man, it's crazy, man. He's overcome so much, so I'm happy to see him here. Scott Moore, rookie we drafted, wide receiver, all year. Special teams coach has been trying to get him to return punt, and he's muffed almost every last one of them, if not every last one of them, almost every last one of them. He muffed it. You could tell he was a little nervous and a little scared to try to field those kicks and stuff. But my goodness, did that man come through in a clutch after KT, Kadarius Toney, after he went down, Harmon went back down. Did that man come in a clutch? You know what? I gotta give it to him. I gotta give it to him. Not only did he field that ball correctly and caught that punt, but he picked up some yards. And I think, honestly, before the penalty, I think that's what killed it. I think at that point, Cincinnati mentally was no longer in the game. At that point, when he caught that ball, when he caught that, and he picked up what he ran for, what? Oh, let's see, 5, 10. He probably picked up at least 20, 25 yards, if I'm not mistaken. It might have been 30, but it was somewhere in that ballpark. And that and the joy that was on his face after he got bumped out of bounds, man, like, I finally did it. He finally did it. And it was a sight to see, and I was happy to see that he overcome. I mean, the technique, like he looked like he has been doing this a long time. Like the catch was clean. He dropped back a couple of steps and he took off. I mean, that was he didn't try to lunge forward after the kick. It was clean. It was clean. There was nothing that can be said bad about the way he caught that ball and picked up those yards. That was clean, man. Kadarius Toney, his touchdown catch that got taken away, that was actually a touchdown. I feel like it was. I looked at it. I feel like the ball moved a little bit once he hit the ground. I mean, hell, if they called Devontae Smith, if they called his catch a catch, then Kadarius Toney catch was definitely a damn touchdown. That's how I feel. Man, they did. My Chiefs did excellent. I'm very proud. Even if we lose this game, which I know wholeheartedly we will not. I mean, the experience is there on that team. Andy Reid, you know what? If a lot of people aren't able to be ready to go from due to injuries, you better believe one of the top guru head coaches in the league, you better believe he got some stuff up his sleeve. The man got books on books on books. You better believe that. And if you think that he ain't ready to go, then you're out your darn mind. Andy Reid will game plan. And if the team can execute the game plan accordingly and extremely and exceptionally well, lights out. Lights out. One thing I am kind of puzzled by is how are the Eagles the home team? Well, I guess we don't care either way, but it's just odd that they the home team. And so, if y'all heard of Skip Bayless is out there. I think he said that Mahomes has never won a road postseason game. I have to go back and check the stats on that, because when we won Super Bowl, the Super Bowl against San Francisco, I think we were the away team, I think. And if that's the case, then he has won a road postseason game, right? Wouldn't that count? That's postseason. So, or maybe we wouldn't. I don't know. I have to check the statistics on that. So if we were the home team during that Super Bowl, then if we beat the Eagles, considering that we're not the home team, they are, wouldn't that count as a postseason win? I think so. I think so. Okay, that makes sense because the stadium is being held at the Super Bowl is being held at an NFC stadium, and the Eagles is an NFC team. I guess that makes sense. That makes sense. Thank you for clarifying that because I was definitely puzzled about that. I'm like, how the heck are they the home team? But that would make sense. I'm just happy that it's not like in Philadelphia or some stupid like it has been for the past few years. What it was in Tampa, it was in the Los Angeles. It was at the SoFi Stadium. I'm like, dude, all these home teams got the damn Super Bowl in their house. So right now there's a poll going around that people are trying to, not a poll, but a what is it called? You know, where you get people to sign it or whatever. I can't right now. My mind is drawing a blank here. So the Sign Me thingy, that's what we're gonna call it. The Sign Me is going around to have Donna, I believe her name is Donna Kelsey, Mama Kelsey, Ms. Kelsey, the mother of the Jason Kelsey and Travis Kelsey to do the there you go, petition. Thank you very much. Thank you, Terry. Thank you. For some reason, petition. You know what? Petition did not come to mind. I don't know what else. I think I was thinking donation. I was thinking all kind of words, but for some reason, petition did not pop up. So there's a petition floating around to have Mama Kelsey do the coin toss. What do y'all think about that? I said that would be awesome. However, the NFL would get a lot of backlash. Not like they care, but they would get a lot of backlash because then everyone will say, I knew it was rigged. I knew it was rigged. They wanted the Eagles and the Chiefs just so it could be the Kelsey Bowl and Mama Kelsey could flip the coin and look at this. It's just rigged. That's how I feel. So that's why I'm against it. I don't want to hear that mess, and that's all you're gonna hear if she flips the coin. I do think it'll be awesome. That is a beautiful thing to have both kids playing each other in the NFL, but I think it'll come back a little. It'll rub a lot of people the wrong way. What do you guys think out there? So yeah, that's my thing on that. But I'm excited. Like I said, man, I swear I feel like the season just started last week. You know, like a few weeks ago. It don't feel like we done went through 18 games. It does not feel like that. That has been the fastest 18 weeks ever. Who's ready for the draft? Like I'm ready that I'm happy. I guess I'm kind of happy. Like I'm sad. I'm not happy. Let's be clear. I'm not happy that the NFL season is over. I love football. But I guess it's cool that once the NFL season is done, we roll right into should get some pretty high quality college basketball because we'll be knocking on the door of March and March Madness. Wow, that'll be nice. That would be nice. Okay. Oh, okay, Tim. That's pretty cool. So Okay. So despite the SoFi Stadium being in, the Rams' house, the NFL gave the Chargers the designation of SoFi being their home stadium. Okay, that's pretty cool then. Okay, so the Super Bowl technically was away, or the last Super Bowl was away for the Rams. They weren't the home team because SoFi is technically the Chargers stadium. Okay, well that's well, yeah, I guess that makes sense considering that the Rams technically they're almost like not even they're like the homeless team. I can't even get it out. The Rams are technically homeless. Not that homeless in itself is a laughing matter, but in this case, it's hilarious. The Rams are homeless. So, so there's talk right now. I've heard talk right now around different media outlets that Chicago is wanting they want a new stadium or something, and if they don't get it, they may talk about relocating. And so people or the buzz is saying that they could relocate to St. Louis, which I guess would make sense considering that they're so close. But why? Why go to St. So you're going to be the St. Louis Bears? Yeah, that's gross. That is gross. St. Louis care more about the Cardinals than anything. So, and maybe the Blue, whatever their hockey team name is, I don't know. They care more about the St. Louis Blues and the St. Louis Cardinals than they do football, I believe. I think they're happy being Chiefs fans down there. I can't see them saying, oh, we get another NFL team, we're going to root for them over the Chiefs. I can't see that. So I'm excited about the Super Bowl. Like Mantarin discussed, if the Chiefs can win in the trenches, which I think they can, then the game is the Chiefs. I think it's gonna be a fight. It's gonna be a fight. I don't expect the Eagles to roll over and let us walk all over them. And I don't expect my Chiefs to roll over and let the Eagles walk all over them like some of these delusional Eagle fans are running around here saying that the Eagles are gonna blow the Chiefs out. I think they're out of their mind, and they're gonna be disappointed and heartbroken just like the Bengals fan. You better not sleep on this team, man. This team is only getting better and better as the weeks go on. Like, they were not creating turnovers at the beginning of the season. In the middle of the season, they weren't creating turnovers. But, man, they put the beating on the Bengals in turnovers. Tore them up. So, these rookies that y'all, looking at with your nose all up, they're coming. They're coming. And next season, I expect them to be even better. So we're done. We're pretty much there. I look forward. I know next week is the Super Bowl, so I may be on. I think I'm gonna go ahead and probably give it a shot. We'll see. Depends on where I'm at, what I'm doing. Because the Super Bowl comes on kind of late, so we can probably squeeze this in. I'm ready. It'll be the Super Bowl show. Again, I'm your man Bishop with This Is KC Sports. I am coming to you live from the IE Sports Radio studios on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. It's been a pleasure having you all with us today. Exactly. So Paige says the Super Bowl is either going to be really good or really bad. Hopefully the commercials and halftime performance are exactly. I'm a little nervous for Rihanna, so I hope she do good. But we'll see. So thank you all thank you so much, Taryn. Thank you for listening. Thank you, Paige. Thank you, Marcus, Taryn, everyone out there that's listening. I look forward to seeing you all next week. It's been a pleasure. I will talk to you all soon. Again, remember, if no one loves you, I love you. Tell someone you love them. Have a good day. The weather is nice here in Kansas City for a change. I think we're about 60 degrees. I will see you all next week. Take care.